Have you ever wondered what lessons we can learn from the ancient Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius? In this video, we will explore 4 key lessons from Aurelius's writings that are still relevant today. These lessons can help us live more fulfilling and meaningful lives. Lesson number 1, embracing change. This is a fundamental Stoic principle that Marcus Aurelius emphasized in his writings. Aurelius believed that change is an inevitable part of life, and that we should not resist it, but rather embrace it as an opportunity for growth. Aurelius recognized that change can be difficult and uncomfortable, but he believed that it is necessary for personal growth and development. He believed that by embracing change, we can learn new skills, gain new perspectives, and become better versions of ourselves. One of the key ways to embrace change is to adopt a growth mindset. This means viewing challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than as obstacles to be avoided. By adopting a growth mindset, we can approach change with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than fear and resistance. Another way to embrace change is to practice acceptance. This means accepting that change is a natural part of life, and that we cannot control everything that happens to us. By accepting change, we can reduce our stress and anxiety and focus on adapting to new situations and circumstances. Ultimately, embracing change is about being flexible and adaptable. It means being willing to try new things, take risks, and step outside of our comfort zones. By doing so, we can discover new opportunities, learn new skills, and become the best versions of ourselves. Lesson number 2, being mindful of our thoughts. Aurelius believed that our thoughts have a powerful impact on our emotions and actions, and that by being mindful of our thoughts, we can cultivate positive and constructive thinking patterns. Aurelius recognized that our thoughts can be both helpful and harmful. Positive thoughts can uplift us and motivate us to take positive actions, while negative thoughts can hold us back and lead to negative emotions and behaviors. He believed that by being mindful of our thoughts, we can become more aware of our thinking patterns and learn to cultivate more positive and constructive thoughts. One way to be mindful of our thoughts is to practice self-awareness. This means paying attention to our thoughts and emotions and observing them without judgment or attachment. By becoming more aware of our thoughts, we can begin to identify negative thought patterns and replace them with more positive and constructive ones. Another way to cultivate positive thinking patterns is to practice gratitude. This means focusing on the positive aspects of our lives and expressing gratitude for them. By cultivating a sense of gratitude, we can shift our focus away from negative thoughts and emotions and cultivate a more positive and optimistic mindset. Finally, Aurelius believed that we should strive to cultivate a sense of inner peace and tranquility. This means practicing mindfulness, meditation, and other techniques to calm our minds and reduce stress and anxiety. By cultivating inner peace, we can become more mindful of our thoughts and emotions and learn to cultivate more positive and constructive thinking patterns. As an actionable step, choose a technique. It can be self-awareness, mindfulness, or gratitude, and practice it for 5 minutes. Don't complicate it. You can simply write on a piece of paper 5 things you are grateful for today. You can take a few conscious breaths, or you can simply watch your mind. If you think 5 minutes is too much, start with 2 minutes. It is important to form the habit of practicing, because meditating for an hour a day will not help you as much as it will help you 10 minutes a day for 10 years. Think long term, and you will surpass all your competition. Finish this video, and if you are not a weak person, I am sure you will not skip this step. Lesson number 3, living a virtuous life. Aurelius believed that we should strive to live a life of integrity, compassion, and humility, and that by doing so, we can find meaning and purpose in our lives. Aurelius recognized that living a virtuous life is not always easy. It requires us to be honest with ourselves and others, to treat others with kindness and compassion, and to be humble in the face of our own limitations and imperfections. However, he believed that by living a virtuous life, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that cannot be found through material possessions or external achievements. One of the key virtues that Aurelius emphasized was integrity. This means being true to ourselves and our values, and living in accordance with our principles. By living with integrity, we can build trust and respect with others, and cultivate a sense of inner peace and self-respect. Another virtue that Aurelius emphasized was compassion. This means treating others with kindness, empathy, and understanding, and striving to alleviate their suffering. By cultivating compassion, we can build stronger relationships with others and contribute to a more peaceful and harmonious world. Aurelius believed that we should strive to be humble in the face of our own limitations and imperfections. This means recognizing that we are not perfect and that we have much to learn from others. By cultivating humility, we can become more open-minded and receptive to new ideas and perspectives, and continue to grow and develop as individuals. Lesson number 4, practicing self-reflection. Aurelius believed that we should regularly reflect on our thoughts, actions, and decisions, and that by doing so, we can become more self-aware and make better choices in the future. Self-reflection involves taking the time to examine our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and to identify areas where we can improve. It requires us to be honest with ourselves and to take responsibility for our actions and decisions. One way to practice self-reflection is to keep a journal. By writing down our thoughts and experiences, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our motivations. We can also identify patterns in our thinking and behavior and make changes to improve our lives. Another way to practice self-reflection is to engage in mindfulness meditation. This involves focusing our attention on the present moment and observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment or attachment. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more aware of our thoughts and emotions and learn to respond to them in a more constructive way. Finally, Aurelius believed that we should strive to learn from our mistakes and failures. Instead of dwelling on our shortcomings, we should use them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By reflecting on our mistakes and failures, we can identify areas where we need to improve and make changes to become better versions of ourselves. Remember to take action on the lessons you learned from Marcus Aurelius and apply them to your life. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching.